What's good, everybody? It's your boy Old Five Dynasty. Let me jump right into it. So, the content creators, right? So, the individuals that are on YouTube or any other platform where they could be monetized and they are creating content for us to see and for us to take in are doing it for money, man. Money. Okay? Let's just put it out there. They are creating content for money. Now, don't get me wrong here. We are all doing this for money. You know what I'm saying? We are all trying to get a dollar bill to feed our families, to provide shelter for them, and to also just splurge and do whatever we want, right? That's what we do on this earth. That's the system that we're in. You know what I'm saying? This modern day system, whereas, we go do our 9 to 5, or we are our own bosses and we take care of business. We get the money to do what we want or to do what we need. Okay? But with the content creators, is there integrity there? And that's the question. Is there integrity intact when it comes to doing this? And I don't think so. I don't think so. And here's the reason why I say that. It's because they'll do anything for a dollar bill, man. I'm talking about anything. I'm talking about anything. So we have this debate, or we had this topic come up in the music industry about converters and how the sound is being converted in and out of these devices that we use to put forth sound to the general public. And that argument was brought up by the almighty EA Ski. And I want to give a shout out to the almighty EA Ski, because I thank him for bringing up this topic and actually sharing his message with all of us, so now we can hear it and understand what's actually really, really happening. Because when you don't pay attention, you don't see certain things, you're blind, you don't understand what's really, really happening. And some people don't do the homework, like me. Some people don't go out and study and figure things out. Like I was that person. Now I do, but I was that person before. So you get tricked and you get bamboozled. And that's the problem. And that's the problem that's being pointed out here, is that we are being tricked and bamboozled by the companies that create these devices that we use, and then also by the content creators who will do anything for money. They are tricking us to do this and do that because we are not doing the homework and stuff ourselves. That's a big issue. It's a big problem. So the content creators, their integrity is not intact because they would do anything for clicks and views and likes because they're trying to keep up the monetization or to get monetized to make money. So hear me out. If you, oh, look at that. If you go to YouTube and you start going to these individuals' YouTube channel, they are going with what's in, what's new, what's hot, and that's it. Whatever topic that's hot, that's what they're doing videos on. Point blank, period. They're not doing videos on stuff that's not efficient enough for them to keep generating ad revenue. So what I mean by that, as of this week, or maybe like the last 2 weeks, but mainly this week, when you go online and you search up NPC or you search up EA Ski or you search up converters, now all of a sudden the content creators are creating videos on guitar pedals, outboard gear. They're going and buying the NPC 3000s and this and that, when just last week, they weren't doing that. So their sole purpose is to find out what is hot, what is going to generate and make money for them, and rush to do a video or 2 or 3 or 4 until it dies out. That's what they do. Is that integrity for you? Because I see a lot of people following them, and I see a lot of people fighting for them, a lot of people trying to take up for them like they're like gods. And that's the thing, when you get manipulated, when it's like when you're in a cult. When you're in a cult and you've been manipulated by the cult leader, you would do anything for that cult leader. You would go to other people's channels and you will fight with the person who is saying something else. You become a distractor because the cult leader is basically sending you, but without sending you. Because every time they drop a new video, still fighting against the topic of the other person, it's going to put in your mind like, yeah, fuck this person. Yeah, now you right. And now you still are sucked into this cult. They got you. And now you go and do the dirty work for them. It's a crazy mindset. It's trippy. But a lot of these YouTubers have tapped into you and they've become the gatekeepers. And since they are the gatekeepers, you worship them. You worship the ground they walk on. So meaning whatever they say and do, they can say and do no wrong. Literally say and do no wrong. You are not even understanding. Half the time they're wrong and you can't even see they're wrong because you so like, you know what I'm saying? Like you so like no homo, you know what I mean? No rainbow. You so like, I can't like, because you're so blind. So you will never hear the message and you will never break out of who you are because you so on these people because maybe they showed you a video on like, maybe get a laptop stand. And a laptop stand can be something that you can put your devices on like an MPC or something like that. So you all for them because they did a video like that. Or they showed you how to install some software on these devices. So now all of a sudden you love them. Like nothing they do is wrong. So they would do anything for clicks. Basically, people coming to their channel, clicking on their video, they get a view. So at every 1,000 views, you get money, right? Or whatever, different platforms is different, right? Likes, comments, and shares. And the more they get that, they get into the algorithm and they become higher in the algorithm than the smaller channels. And that's how they start generating this ad revenue, whereas they use for themselves and their families, right? But is there any integrity behind it? How could it be integrity behind it when they're doing whatever they need to do to get that money? Think about that. Then NPC Plus drop, NPC XE drop, right? NPC XSE drop. They all had the systems, or they rented it, or they got it sent to them by websites, and they all did videos on it. And then after that first week or 2 weeks, they stopped doing videos and they jumped to the next thing. Oh, NPC 1 Plus. And now they're all doing videos of that. And it's actually the same device. They're the same. They sound the same. It's the same device. Just one's smaller, one's bigger. One has more buttons, one has less buttons. That's it, you know what I'm saying? But it's hot, so they're going to do a video on it. Why? Because they're only worrying about themselves making money. Then the almighty EA Ski, you know what I'm saying, he's blasting them while all these devices is dropping. He's blasting, not them, you know what I'm saying, he's blasting off on the companies like Akai and so forth and the devices. Then all these YouTubers start disrespecting him. Now he got to put them in their place and still talk about the original message. But after like, this is a whole month of change now. But I'm talking about this week. Now you see content creators They're making videos on guitar pedals, outboard gear, compressors, reverbs. Now they're pulling out their keyboards. They wasn't doing that before at all. At all. They were talking sample packs. Sample packs. You know? So, and then they get on camera. Oh, come on, guys. Let's do this. Let's talk about this. Yeah, let me show you how to do this. Do this. Let me do this. They've tricked y'all, and y'all are so naive and so sucked into them. It's great. I've never seen anything like it. Y'all are being controlled. The music industry is being controlled. Y'all are all being controlled. Y'all like puppets, zombies. Y'all mentally, y'all just dead in the head. You're just like following. Y'all followers. Y'all not even leaders. So now all of a sudden they want to do outboard gear. Why? And you're not even going to do it correctly. Are you going to stay on it? Are you going to stay on outboard gear? Because it's hard to stay on outboard gear because I got my outboard gear. It's hard. Are you going to stay doing outboard gear? Or are you going to jump on to the next thing that's hot? You're going to talk about isotope getting bought out, right? But by Native Instruments, I believe. Now you're going to talk about that. Because now it's hot. It's a hot topic. That's all you're going to talk about is hot topics. Did you create your own world? You create your own topics. What about your music? That's what the almighty EAC was saying. Y'all not making it off your own music because you can't. You're not making it off your own music because you can't. Because if you was going to make it off your own music, you would have done it already. I didn't make it off my own music. So I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm making it off my own music. I'm not. 100% I'm not. You know what I mean? And actually, I started redoing everything, changed up my sound, really trying to understand music and going the analog way. So, and I'm running into troubles with that. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to train my ears on how to really hear that sound and mix it. It's not easy. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Also I got analog pedals. So I got to change all my wiring and I got to plug stuff up the correct way. I got to isolate the signals because the signals, if you have multiple pedals or outboard gear, the signals could cause like a hum loop and stuff like that. And the pedals could have noise coming through. So now you got to get right cables. You have to isolate the pedals one away from each other because if they're daisy chain, then all of a sudden you get like noise coming through them. So right, I got a sound. I play it. I made it dope, loop, dope. But then when I get finished listening to it, it's like a little. I'm like, oh, why is this in here? So now I got to figure out, well, why is that in my sound? Coming from the digital world, you don't even have that. You don't even have that. So it's a lot of trials and tribulations and problems that you run into when you do it organically, when you do like that real, you know what I'm saying, analog sound. So I'm really trying to figure out my music before I just release it the new way I'm coming out. So I didn't make it either. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it either. I'm trying hard. You know what I mean? Like my channel is getting a lot of views now. But my channel is getting a lot of views mainly because of EA Ski. I'll be the one to say it. I'm not going to go on here and make a guitar pedal video and just act like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Come on, guys, let's do this and start plugging stuff up and doing this. Like, yeah, you had this reverb sound, this how did this sound? I'm not going to do that. And y'all are doing that. And y'all should actually give EA Ski his credit. Because you should say, like how I'm about to say right now, my channel started growing because I use his name in my title. I use his hashtag. You could go on Google and put EA Ski hashtag and it'll pop up Town Biz, everything, and it'll say boom back, all sorts. I've been using his hashtag and his title, and that has helped my channel grow tremendously. So I'll be a man to say it. You know what I'm saying? Now, but my integrity is there. My integrity is there. And the reason why I'm using that stuff is because my message is clear as day. I'm following a dope legend. And then from there, when I get my sound, then I can separate off of that and I can start just showcasing all over Dynasty because I've learned from him. But I'm telling y'all I learned from him. And that's why I'm giving respect back in my title and stuff and so forth. So go to easki.com, get the drum kit. You know what I'm saying? Go to old5dynasty.com, register, and we're about to launch fully. And yo, just question, is there integrity, right? And are you following a cult leader? Question that. Yeah, we back. We back. What's good? It's your boy over Dynasty. Want to give a shout out to the almighty EA Ski. What's good? Want to give a shout out to Dane Taylor. What's good, my G? They out here holding it down for the music industry, holding it down for us. And I want to give a shout out to, oh, look at that. Oh, my bad. I want to give a shout out to all the people who recently subscribed to me and they've come through and shown me love. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of y'all have come because, recently I started to upload content based around analog music and based around EA Ski, the almighty EA Ski's message. And I just want to thank y'all for, you can see my stuff, but you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to follow. You don't have to send me cool messages and say, hey, this and that, or whatever. You don't have to do that. So even though, I'm popping up in the algorithm right alongside EA Ski, you don't have to follow me. So I appreciate that. And just know that my content is not going to be generalized around, trying to sell you something or manipulate you in order and have you think like I'm somebody more than who I am. Like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try to be somebody that I'm not, and I'm not going to try to do content to keep you around. That's one thing I'm not going to do is try to do content to keep you around. I know that's the overall goal for people is to do content that it keeps sucking you in or content that you really, really need. I'm not going to be that person. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be honest, truthful, and I will let you know this is the reason why I'm doing this content. Somebody has inspired me. Somebody has showed me the new way. Or, I just saw something or I just learned something, so I want to share it. Or I want to just showcase my music. Or because I'm making key groups now for the NBC. I got all this analog gear here and I'll showcase to you here. I got this new string. It's fire. Just made a key group about it. And what I'm doing is I am actually creating an expansion for the NPC users for like the newer models, machinery that we have here that you can install the expansions. I am working on one. So that's gonna be pretty dope. Can't wait to release that. That's for that. I got to work on it. I gotta get all my sounds, get them into the computer, make the packs, do all the artwork and stuff, put it into the NPC myself, see if it actually works. Make sure there's no hiccups, there's no clicks, there's no pops. Make sure the strings are playing out fully, and that people can use it. Probably send the strings over to a couple people so they can test it out. Let me know if it works, and then I'll just release it to the public. You know, and that'd be that for like my first expansion. And I think that would be pretty cool. And the cool part about it is that I might be taking strings from maybe the rolling keyboard, but when I run it through the processing, I'm manipulating and changing the timbre, the tone, and the movement of the strings. But that might just be one thing. It might be strings, pianos. Maybe I put through some dope horns that sound different from like a lot of people that have horns out there. And then another thing is I have other synthesizers. So I can make my sounds from scratch, starting from a sine wave, a sawtooth wave, like different waveforms. So yeah, I have the micro freak I could work with, but I also have the Waldorf Blofeld, which is a dope synthesizer. I mean, it's not analog, it's digital, but it's dope. The way it sounds, it's a clean sound. But what I'm gonna do is I'll run the Waldorf through my pedals and warming it up, fatten it up, and give it that grit. Here's a bird out here. Hold on. Yo, get out of here. And that bird. Got a motherfucking bird on my air conditioning. All I hear is where I am. Hey, wow, yo, fucking those birds, though. There ain't no birds in this motherfucker. But so it's a clean sound because it's digital, but I'm going to fatten it up and push it, get into that warmth through the analog, and make key groups. So it probably take a little while. You know what I'm saying? Because I got new wiring coming in because I bought wires, but they weren't like gold trim, gold plated wires that really stop noise. And I'm trying to isolate. I'm trying to also isolate these pedals away from each other because there's like a hum coming through the circuitry, which is different from digital. So I'm trying to figure all that out and then make my key groups and then get ready to launch that pack. But I just want to say my integrity is intact in a way that I want to approach, YouTube and any other platform that I'm on. I'm not going to steer you the wrong way or give you content because it's hot. And I know a lot of people that do it. I know that's the way. I know a lot of people who they did not grow on YouTube until they started this method and this path. I've saw it firsthand with my eyes. They were at my level basically, and probably doing that. They were doing YouTube longer than me, and they still had the same amount of subscribers that I had. And I took a 10-year hiatus from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came back, I didn't have content. I was just doing random stuff. They've been doing YouTube for so long, and they still had low numbers. And then when they started to do like product reviews and tutorials and how to do this, and this new gear just came out, and blah 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 blah. We already know the story. Then their channel started to grow, and I don't want my channel to grow that way. I don't want myself to grow that way. I don't want my music to grow that way. I want my music to grow because you are coming to see me. That to me is organic growth. When somebody's coming to see you and not the question that you brought up about a topic, like in your thumbnails, like, is this really good? Or tutorial, or product review, or use this to help this, or this machine versus this machine, or like I could keep going with all the titles and thumbnails and the trickery that people do, keywords that they do to draw the people in. That's not organic to me. That's you tricking people. Your integrity is not there because you're trying to get that monetization money. You're trying to get that ad revenue. I want people to come see 005 Dynasty because 005 Dynasty released a video. 005 Dynasty released a song. That to me is organic growth. That to me is me keeping my integrity intact because they come to see me. Now, is that super duper hard to do? Yeah. It's not easy. It's proven by your channel itself. When you drop videos about you, or maybe even your beats, they probably get like 50 to 100 views. You probably get a little bit more now because you have a bigger fan base now because you drew the people in. Now it's that you got them there. Whenever you upload, people are going to come. So now you think it's, oh yeah, I'm organic, I'm good. No, you're not organic. You just got them there. You found the way to get them there. But we all know if you didn't do that, if you didn't do the tutorials and stuff, when people are so lazy to come to your channel, they're so lazy to learn on their own. If you didn't do those tutorials, you wouldn't be nothing. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck because you wasn't nothing before you started to do those tutorials. You get what I'm saying? I'm nothing now. I'm proud to say it. I have not tapped into other people to draw them in. I'm not a magnet yet. I'm trying though. I may get there and I may not get there, but at least my integrity is intact. At least I'm not doing what y'all are doing to try to get people to come. You're so thirsty for money. You're so thirsty. I need money so bad, so bad. I need money, 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 money. You do anything for money. You're so happy when a company talks to you and they talking money. You're so happy. You happy. I love that money, man. Do anything for that money. And since you do anything for that money, how can we trust you? How can we trust you? How can we trust you, man? Some things you might do might be okay, legit. I do some legit stuff, but but most of the stuff you do, it's like it's for money. So you try to figure out anything and say anything to get money. How can we trust you? How can we follow you? Well, we shouldn't be following you. We should be following ourselves. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a person that has integrity, that puts out content or music, which is content that draws people in because they came to see Old Five Dynasty. They like my rapping, they like my beats, they like the way I talk on camera, they like the way I do, you know what I'm saying, my vlogs, or I may do a news show, whatever, or I do the interviews or with somebody or for myself, whatever it is. They come to see me and not the clickbait or whatever that I'm using to draw them in. Think about that for a second, man. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in. Because I was honest with myself. I told the almighty EA Ski, I said, listen, I thought I knew music, but I didn't. I was honest with myself. And you don't see me dropping videos on tutorials and stuff like that on guitar pedals or outboard. I don't do that. I'm not doing that. The videos that I drop are me being inspired and being happy that, oh, my sounds crazy. It sounds so dope. I'm inspired by this man and what he's saying, and all the people that are speaking up for us, like Dame Taylor, him speaking up for us. That's what my videos are about. That's what my videos about. And the cool thing is, I am actually picking up new subscribers and getting views because of that, not because I'm doing tutorials. Or I'm saying use this with this product, use this stand, or use this, or go get this pedal, or I'm saying, or go get this outboard gear. I'm not saying, I'm just showing that I'm excited about what I got. I'm excited because my sound is changing. My sound is thicker, it's fuller, it's warm, it's fat. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm going with it. So now when I drop my videos, I'm gonna make them look cool, professional looking, and then on top of that, I show great sound. Then I can show great technique. I can actually show like what I'm actually doing and understand actually what I'm doing. I think that is more beneficial than anything. Not just doing stuff just to do it because it's hot and you know you're going to get views and that's what you want because you want the money. Your integrity is not intact when you do that. You might think your integrity is intact, but I don't see how you can think your integrity is intact. The content creators are actually tricking themselves. The content creators are actually tricking themselves into thinking the way that they are moving is legit. They think the way that they're moving is a legit way of moving, processing, putting content out there. Are you really, really helping the people? Are you really, really the stuff that y'all done? Is it really, really helping the people? Do people really, really know music, sound? How many people that you taught something and they got hit records now, like big time hit records? Do you have a hit record yourself? Are you on the radio? Are you on the billboards? Do you have a hit record yourself? Where's your credibility when it comes to music, graphic design, video editing, like photography? Where's your credibility in any of this stuff? Like real credibility, not the fake credibility. We're not talking about the fake shit, man. Like the little stupid shit you did down the block for the church. No. We're talking about real credibility. Where is it at? Pull out your credentials, show your receipt, show your resume. Show it. Show it online. Let us see your resume, your real resume, not these stupid videos that you think of. Oh, let me do a video like this that I know it's going to get views. That's not a resume. That's stupid shit. That's just, you know what I'm saying, tricking the people, the blind leading the blind, people who can't really fully break out of this fucking skull and think. So you got them. And now you think you the shit because you got people like that. Your integrity is not intact. My integrity is intact, and I'll be truthful and honest about my growth and my points of views and how I'm moving on this social media thing. This your boy 005 Dynasty. I want to give a shout out to the almighty EA Ski. Also, give a shout out to Dane Taylor and shout out to everybody who's keeping it real and their integrity is intact.